We're called to order. It says so right there. Okay, have you guys been able to read the minutes?
Yes, I'll make a motion, we approve minutes as presented.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. So I think we're going to start with Kim first.
I have a couple things. The pay application number 4 for Shin Brothers, in the amount of $334,040, which council consider. That brings the project right at 50%. And when that happens, usually they come up and do an inspection to make sure that you're not, if you would consider that and sign right there. There's one thing you want for me to take.
Okay.
And then
You mean 50% complete?
50% complete and 50% of draw.
Okay.
So it's 50% complete now?
Generally, yeah.
Really?
And-
I didn't realize it was going to come out of the roof. Did you know it was going to come out of the roof?
I did not.
It looks sort of neat. Oh.
I'm not laughing at you.
Well, I'm not laughing, so
I guess I should have showed you the prints.
I think you did, but I can't. You showed it to us.
Yeah.
You need to point things out to
Yeah.
Susie. It's going to be out of the roof.
Winamax got a lookout tower, so we're putting one in.
Oh, is that it? Yeah, in case we get invaded.
You want to fit in?
Monon might invade us. Oh, no.
So SRF will probably come do an inspection.
Okay.
Then
Does somebody need to be there when they're inspecting?
probably a council member and the utility chief.
Okay.
Or the utility.
Probably it should be somebody besides me since I didn't know it was going to be out of the roof.
The second thing, there's some voice forms, some voice invoices for the Keystone software. And I tried to submit them to SRF, they said I have to go through one of the contractors since it was not a separate item. Could I have permission? I think there's, I'm not sure how many, 7 or 8 of them.
I think it's one, it's just the same, they just keep resending it to me.
Okay.
It's just the same thing, it's just when they had to update the software for the new system that we got with the water meters.
So there's 2 ways to pay that. One, you can pay it out of your own funds. 2, you can run it through the contractor, and he can pay it for you if you do a change order for his contract. So whichever one you want to do, I can do a change order.
But they won't have to pay him, right?
Well, yeah, you've got some extra money left over on
Oh, okay.
the project.
Okay.
Which would be easier on your end?
Probably if it goes through them, I mean, it's not much, and if we have extra funds, it would make it easier that way.
Okay.
Okay, so what do we do if we want
Just
to?
authorize me to bring a change order next month, and I'll send it down and get authorization to do it. And then once they send the authorization back, I'll come to you for a formal approval. And once
Okay.
you approve a formal, I'll send it back to them, and then we'll just increase their contract by whatever the amount that is, and then
Okay,
you can send the bill to them, they'll pay for it.
okay.
It's a long process, I know.
Government, so we will do it.
Then, there's a question about cybersecurity. I'm gonna hand you the cybersecurity guide. We're filling this out for you, it has to be before July 1. Can I take that?
Yes.
The town's system will be hardwired from the well to plant, and from the well to the plant, and the control system. During normal operations, there won't be any way to affect it.
To hack into it?
There will be a module and an auto dialer for the internet that you can log in and or dial in and control or monitor things, but there's nothing on there that you'll be able to control anything with. For example, you won't be able to start stop pumps, you can stop and run. You won't be able to add any chemical injection equipment. So that will be part of the project. We'll do the cybersecurity report for you.
Okay.
But to answer your questions, there won't be any way from the hacking, it's going to be hardware local.
Did you talk to Travis today?
I did not, I want to talk to you first.
Okay.
Now, if you want to keep that well in place, we'll probably purchase a new modem and just make sure the settings are not public. So if you ever wanted to control that well from the existing control system, we can do that, it's not a problem at all, but if we do that, we'll make sure we put the proper security settings on that modem, like the one you have down there.
Okay.
How do you get the information for that modem you have now?
Then I don't know. The state went through it and they said that we were open.
We probably have a little stupid return.
Supposedly, they're scanning all the counties and all the towns that have utilities, so.
And the last thing I've got is, your, lead service inventory, when you do your college report, they want that to be localized under CCR. So can I log in to that account, send that to Dustin? Okay, thank you.
Can you forward that to me as
Yep.
well, so that I know he received that?
Yep, I'll do that. I'll copy you on the email.
And as far as the old well, we have to be in the entire.
Okay, we'll get a new vote, and we'll put a special program on there that you have to do it manually at your system. But you can still communicate wireless.
Perfect.
I'm done, because you have one meeting, so.
Well,
Thanks for letting me go soon, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Let me go for your turning.
Have
Is this my
a good
copy,
day.
Cam?
Yes, sir, that's your copy.
All right,
We'll,
thank you.
we'll complete and give you a filled out copy.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Ken.
All right. Our next order of business is the appointees for our newly formed park board, and we are very appreciative of you guys being able to volunteer. We really appreciate you doing it. On the park board, it's Lacey DeWine and Donna Putt, Tiffany Holly, and Lynn Johns, and Lynn's not here today, but there is a possibility, if you guys want to have a fifth one, you can ask. We would like to personally see the park, or the school board appoint one, but you can also have the library appoint one, whichever you choose to do. And if you have any questions right now, our lawyer is here, and he will be glad to answer any questions you may have.
You just got thrown under the bus, didn't you?
I'm used to it. Yeah, so the ordinance that enabled the creation of the park board that you have is just the statutes that are, it's just taken straight out of statute and placed in the ordinance. So if you guys have any questions about the legalities, the do's and don'ts, it's quite literally everything taken in the statute and placed in the form of an ordinance.
Do you want a copy? I don't know if Joan
I
wants to
think-
email them to you if you
I
want
think
a hard copy.
I think they did.
Okay.
I think Tiffany, did you get one?
I don't have
No.
zero.
You
Okay,
can have a
so-
great copy of one.
It's just as a general practice perspective, I think it's best to have an odd number board, just for common sense sake. You guys, and I think it is the town, it's up to the town council to decide which units, if any, apply. So it wouldn't be, the park board can make a recommendation to you, but ultimately you guys, as you form the park board, it's a separate entity. You're kind of they're an appointed park board, so you guys as the elected officials, say, school board and/or library, which I think you say the township library.
Yeah,
Give
so
us-
since I said that, they can do whatever they want? Or since we said that?
You'd have to enable.
We have to tell them what-
You'd have to enable them to do that.
So we have to have a
You vote on it.
vote on it.
Yeah.
Do I hear any,
I would prefer the school board.
but can we tell them that? Or
Tell them that, I'm sorry.
can we tell them we want the school board?
School board, yes. You can just reach out and say that you want a 5-person board, they need to appoint somebody from their district, I think is how the statute reads, from their school board district.
Okay, so but we say the school board and they reach out to the school
They do
board?
it, they do it. Yep.
Okay, so, okay.
I don't know what your thoughts are.
The school board's fine.
Okay. I will make a motion then that we find a fifth member for the Parks Board through the school board.
Second.
Okay, all those in favor? Aye. Okay, that's passed. So now you know. I think now our only responsibility is to approve spending, correct?
You approve their budget.
Budget,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, you approve their budget.
Okay,
And then, whatever they need help with, at least in Winnemac, the park board, runs kind of a tight budget. We've got an endowment fund, I think the community foundation helps fund a portion of it. It might help if you guys want to approach the community foundation, since Winnemac has an endowment fund. I think it was donor funded, it wasn't community foundation funded, but it'd be worth reaching out to Leanne and saying, you guys have a fund there for Winnemac, can you do anything for us over here? Because it does allow some additional spending money over and above your budget, which I'm sure is tight as it is.
Yeah.
So with the discussion with Leanne, right, and I'm sure they'd be happy to help you guys with something. So,
and then you think that we could do, all you have to do is holler.
Like, there's so many questions, but like lawn care, like is that up to the board?
The town
Okay,
most, that and the ball fields,
okay, good.
yes, yes.
Is that pretty much it?
So kind of a good thing, and I'm not sure if you guys have talked about this in the past, since you set up a park board, it is what's called a special taxing district now. So you're you can apply for a lot more grant funding.
Right.
And our grants, there's a lot of them out there. Now, usually there's a match, but even if it's a 3-to-1 match, 75-25 contribution, there's a lot of things you can do your park that way. So keep an eye out. Usually a prerequisite to doing that is like a master plan, like a 5-year master plan to apply for those things. That might be something you guys work on if you're not already. Just opens up a lot of possibilities and a lot of additional avenues for funding for you guys now.
That was, I mean, my main goal for creating a parks board is funding, because
Yes.
playground equipment is outrageously expensive, and then updating and maintaining the paved areas of the park are really hard to do too. So that was my main goal, is to try to get more funding, and it's a lot easier, like he said, with the parks board. So hopefully we'll be able to get a lot more done and then updated and maintained well, once this is like actually like functioning and we figure out what we want to do, so.
And then, I don't know how you feel about Winnemac, but I'm sure some of the park board members of Winnemac may, offer some advice.
Happy to help you. And it takes a while. I think they've been set up since 2016, and after 10 years, I think they've just found their footing with everything. Not just found their footing, but it's a well-oiled machine now, so it's going to take some time.
Yeah.
But you'll be surprised how many more people are willing to help you with funding. For example, if you're looking at ADA accessible equipment, the Brown Corporation has been a big donor to the park board in Winnemac in the past because of their accessibility aims. So you'll find, since you're a special taxing district now and your own entity that can apply for those things, it really kind of opens up avenues for funding.
Now the term, because there's one that's supposed to be 1 year, did they decide then who's doing the?
Yes. Well, technically, you guys decide, but I mean, if they are offering, we'll do the 1, 2, 3, and 4 year term. You guys can decide who's where.
All right. Because that's in the ordinance that you have. That way it's staggered, which we are not. We should be, but we're not.
We can review that next year. We gotta wait till the new people take, because what you can't do is you can't shorten newly elected people's
Right.
terms. So
Right.
once next year, you guys can shorten your terms to make sure you guys are staggered. You as a council.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So can this, can you be on the board? Or, okay.
I don't think there's any, there's no term
Yeah.
limit.
I was on the park board over there.
No term limit. Once you're in, you're in.
And then I don't remember, Justin, as far as their meetings go, I forget if it said it in here.
So you always have a minimum number of meetings. If you want to do monthly, I would say you probably should at least quarterly. You probably want to do it more than that when you start off, of course, but most other park boards I see do it monthly.
Do we need to suggest somebody who's going to be in charge or ask a volunteer?
They vote on their own.
So they go,
officers.
but right now, so that they can, somebody can organize them right now?
So they would just call a meeting.
For each, okay.
Just as long as the quorum decides they're going to meet, then they'll elect, in their first meeting,
Okay.
they'll elect their
All right.
officers.
Okay. Should they get the other fifth person before they do that?
I don't think it's necessary. It makes it
Okay.
easier for them to have a quorum, 3 out of 5 versus 3 out of 4, but it's kind of up to the school board. We had a situation in Winnemac where we were waiting on the library board for months to get an appointment, and they just had a functional 4-person board for a while, so.
You guys have any other questions?
Probably a whole bucket full, but not now.
Probably don't have enough time.
Yeah, time.
Since like 30.
We felt the same way. I was on the park board over there. We started it over there, so you reach out to us. I mean, I'm not on it anymore, but Brad has all the information, all the rules we started with and everything, so don't get overwhelmed with it. He has it all, Brad Sellers.
We really appreciate you guys. We really do.
Sydney, what'd you say about the field? That's?
Yeah, so the town, they mow both those fields and the whole park area. So you guys won't have to worry about that.
Okay.
And I know you and other town members already basically maintain the landscaping So I don't know if it would be better for you guys to continue with Uptown, like having them continue to volunteer.
Uptown project,
Yeah.
adopted spots,
Yeah,
and that's been great.
yeah, yeah.
Do you have, I should know this, but do you have like an agreement with the youth league or contract or anything
I don't know.
in place already?
No, I think we do.
No, we've never had.
Well, that's a
You don't, but you probably should.
I was gonna say, I think it's just been like an understanding.
And again, I just, like, say, they just went to that over
Yeah.
there this year after 10 years.
Because like the concession building and stuff, the youth league, I assume pretty much runs it, but like, I assume the town.
Yeah, so they,
Pretty much in
the
charge of
town
it.
turns the water on and shuts it off at the end of the year and beginning of the year and whatever. Same with the bathrooms at the park, so the town maintains those too. But yeah, I've never really thought about that since I've been on the board. I guess it was just kind of my understanding.
Morgan brought up a great point. We need a better, especially with the lighting situation down there, we need a plan, a maintenance plan. Because
They're not very good.
one, they're expensive, they all need replaced, but two, trying to get them serviced right away. And I mean, when it's time to play ball, it's time to play ball. So it's just, we need, that all needs maintained better. So funding for that is the hardest part, because the park only has so much funding.
But you said Winnemac just did an agreement?
They did for the lease of the concession stands, because that's how
Okay.
they make some money. Are your guys' leagues nonprofits?
Yeah.
Are you set up as nonprofits?
I'm sure you
Yes.
are, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
The
good.
501.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good, because that means that the park board can contract with them without having to bid out their lease, since you're a nonprofit. Yeah,
Because in the youth, they get a lot of money, like through grants and stuff, so to work together to improve a lot of that stuff, there's a lot of potential.
yeah, if you guys, I mean, you reach out to the council, that you guys can reach out to me, I've got a lot of contracts you can have. I don't charge the Winnemac Park Board for my work, I wouldn't charge you guys as park board for it either, because I realize that you're a startup, so if you need contracts, let me know.
Thank you.
No problem.
And not to make things run any faster, but I know there was, the talk of pickleball courts in July, according to Ken, right after the port. We're getting the roads paved, or some of the roads paved. They're starting the sidewalks then, and they'll immediately start putting asphalt in. So, might want to get Town and Country or to see where
Sometimes
that's at as far as.
it works out with their schedule when they're paving the roads. If we need other stuff done, they can just pave it then. Because we're trying to add sidewalks every so often to the town. And we're putting a sidewalk in from Yellow Street
Yeah,
all the way north going to the park. So there will be a sidewalk at least
On
on
Bill.
Bill Street going to the park for this year. So hopefully we'll continue doing that, so.
So do they have any money right now? Do they have?
We have funding in the parks board, or in the parks account, but
Well, who is it you work with Town and Country? Is it Mark Slaughter?
that doesn't ring a bell. I feel like I can't think of his name right off the top of my head, but that's not who we've dealt with.
Okay. Because he is the one that we work with as far as purchasing our driveway, but he's not the one that come and oversaw the work.
Right.
But Mark's coming tomorrow to my house in the morning, if there was a question you had. But
Yes, I just have him in here as Town and Country, so,
You know why it slips off the top of your head?
yeah. Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's why. To stop shaking.
But I can actually make that phone call unless you guys, you guys want to check on that, but I'm not sure as far as funding, where we are with.
at the beginning of the
Yeah,
year,
we started out with 11,000 at the beginning of the year. And
It was just over-
It's spent already.
it was just over 12,000 at the beginning of the year. And so far, we're going into June? We still have 9,800, so.
But my there was a little over 600 spent for mulch and Kevin was supposed to go down and fix those 2 lights,
Mhm.
and I don't know
With-
if anything's been turned
That's,
in.
I was hoping Morgan would be here, but that was my next question because, township's paying for part of that as well.
Right,
So it's not gonna be a huge chunk out of it.
but I'd almost have to call Brad and ask if the lights work fixed.
Yeah. But really, before we just overwhelm you with all of these things that we're like halfway through, just get together and then figure out what
Yeah.
you
And
guys
just
want
start,
to,
you know,
yeah.
slow,
The light, is
slow and
that,
steady wins the race.
just a quick question about the lights, is that a NIPSCO thing, or who owns the light?
The town owns the lights. Yeah,
Okay,
and normally when we have issues, we contact Kevin Victoria, but he no longer has a lift. So we try to get with Jason Boudwine.
okay.
And Jason normally from McAllister will bring it up as a free, as a donation.
So is that, like, I know they just did the whole Maderryville
Mhm.
field and that was all volunteer work.
Mhm.
Is that able to also be done like as volunteer work in Francesville, or is that a liability?
I would assume, I mean, as a parts board, I can't say 100%, that's beyond me, I don't know why it couldn't be.
I'd be concerned with liability on
With the,
Well, if Maderryville did it, did they not?
it. Does that make it right?
No, but they weren't concerned. I mean, I don't know. I trust people.
I mean, we have insurance for a reason.
that too, but they also got grant money for that. So then everything else was just
And then
voluntary.
it was just the
Yeah.
youth league parents did all the work.
Yeah.
Because they were.
And not saying it's easy to get a grant because it's very difficult. We all know. So, but as far as liability, I don't know, I guess. I don't know because we've never really ran into that issue with anything else. I don't know.
That'd be a great question for Morgan.
From my
Because I'm thinking if they
experience,
just did like in Maderryville, why not?
Everything was donated,
Francesville,
everything was donated, and it was over 60,000.
it was a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
The thing about those poles too, ours are 7 feet, they don't need to be 7 feet tall. They're 50 foot tall in Maderiville, and you can land a plane on that beam, you know. The cost of the lights are expensive, and I don't
Just
even know that we need that many per
Just the
pole.
cost of the lights was $45,000 for Maderryville. That was nothing else.
There you're just replacing bulbs, though, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in the past, yeah.
But there's something wrong with a transformer, right? Is what Brad said at the last
Not
meeting?
Well, that's, yeah,
Not a
it's in the light
transformer,
itself.
yeah.
something, yeah.
Yeah.
But if you look at all the wiring going from pole to pole, I mean, it's 1960.
Ever since the Boone Little League, the whole electrical box is sitting on that, needs to be disappeared because it's but if you go up there and say throw the switch on that main breaker, they're not made to do that. Years ago, it was, that's no big deal, but now somebody get killed in a heartbeat.
Ooh.
That it needed to be updated like many months ago.
Yeah.
And the cost of that is gonna be really big, but it needs to be done eventually, because you're sending volunteers over to throw those switches, those lights on their big breakers. So they ever get fuses in them and they explode. And then one day it's gonna happen. It needs to be looked at for many reasons. Want to do an update? I mean, that's a major part of it, but it does need to be updated.
That's part of that maintenance plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does, it's a serious problem with it.
Is it unsafe at this point?
You'd have to get an electrician to do that, I'm not sure about electrician, but to me, yes. It is something you want to look at and have somebody throw their opinion in. I'm not sure, well, I don't know about Kevin or whoever would be the one to say that, but I know in the past it was recommended and it was just too much of a cost.
Before me, I don't know.
Yeah, a major cost for that.
So do we have any other discussion? No? All right. So we'll go on to the fire department. Oh, Chris, oh, I'm sorry, thank you, Chris.
I don't jump in front of anybody.
Yes, Mike.
You want to-
Okay, all right, thanks, Donna.
Can we stay here, come up there and sit?
Whatever you want to do.
Thank you, Donna, thank you.
I'll just turn towards you a little bit.
Okay.
I'm taking the lunch of June, way back up a little bit. About a year ago, I took funding from my animal control position and put it to my sex offender position. Works out extremely well. AJ knows this, you know he's on my county council. I'm at the point where I need to find a full-time animal control position. I took from January of 2025 until last week, 500 calls, animal control. Francesville had 50, Winnemac had 350. That's just the Winnemac address. We're handling a lot of those. Dudley, I think, took 6 calls in town here. Madariaville had 71. Monterey had a few. Monterey's been real receptive. I spoke to Madariaville just briefly. I'm going to go to all the towns. I want everybody to have some skin in the game. I want to go to the council, and I don't expect an answer tonight, just sometime this summer if you could. I want to go to the council at our budget session in August and say, hey, Monterey's going to give so much. Francesville hopefully is going to give so much. Winnemac going to give so much to fund it. I think I can fund it possibly till the end of the year, providing the council lets me. I can't keep a part-time person in there. AJ will tell you, it's a revolving door. Nobody wants to work part-time anymore. It's hard to find anybody just to work anymore. If you give them benefits and stuff, it's a lot easier to do that. I don't have any place to take dogs right now, cats, anything. What I like to do with the building, I might have a couple avenues there where I can maybe get a building, I think, keep my fingers crossed. That's down the road. The place we have right now, it's a 3-bay place for dogs. It's cold in the winter, it's hot in the summer. It's not a good place for dogs. We've got the deputies handling the calls right now. It's not working out. I need a full-time animal control officer. What I'd like to do is I'm going to go all the towns. I've been, like I said, been in Monterey. I'm going to you guys tonight. I'm going to be at Winnemac Monday. I'm going to be at Madariaville on the 17th. Say, can you guys help us out to do this? I think we can come up. My matron and I come up with probably take 60,000. Because Tom asked me, what's it going to take? I think if we put it the lowest, either at a jailer's, correctional officer's position, or a radio dispatcher's position, with the funding possibly 60,000. If we can come up between 30 to 40 with us, if I can make up the difference with maybe the towns and maybe a contract of 3 to 5 year, 10 years, whatever the towns want to do, we got our attorney here, maybe he could write something up in that regard. I've already approached him about that and say, can you guys obligate so much towards this position? Because we take a lot of calls, over 500 in 15 months, 500 calls. The deputies, we don't know what to do. My first question I get is, why are you taking a pack? PAC is a private organization. They do not take them. They will not take aggressive dogs. And if I take one there as an emergency, we got to pay for it. And I do. It breaks my heart to know these animals are running around the county. I go to a farmer a couple weeks ago. I got a dog biting. What do you want me to do with it? I have no idea. I don't know what to tell you. I don't have an answer for these people. I want to get a building that's going to house 8 to 10, I'll take 6, house 8 to 10 dogs and some cats. Even the commissioner said, and they passed it, said, Don Street said, well, maybe we could house some pigs and cows. I don't care about that. I want the dogs and the cats taken care of. That's my goal. If I do nothing else other than take care of the children in this county, I want to take care of the animals. And that's what I want to try and do. So I'm coming to you guys, and I don't want an answer tonight. But sometime this summer, if you can give me, say, hey, we can get this much, $1,000, $10,000, something this summer, if you could tell me, I would appreciate it. I'm going to go to the council in August and say, Monterey's going to give me so much, Winnemac's going to give me so much, Madariaville's going to give me so much, Francesville's going to give me so much, and I go to the council and say, here it is. And hopefully they'll agree to fund this for me, this full-time position. And trust me, 500 calls in 15 months, it's a full-time position. It is. I just hate to see these animals get hit on the road. Every time I see something, it's just like I feel like it's my fault. You have any questions, I'll be glad to answer them for you.
So you do have a vehicle, right?
I have a vehicle set aside. I've been holding it for 3 months. I do have, you don't have to worry about funding the vehicle. I got that set aside. I did. The county highway wanted to buy it. I said, absolutely not. I'm holding it for this position to see if that comes about. AJ knows this. I've held it back. I do have a vehicle set aside for it.
Now, what has been the issue until now filling the position for this? Because I know,
28 hours a week, it's a 7-day-a-week job, because if I got dogs and cats there, they gotta feed them 7 days, and nobody's gonna do it for 28 hours.
Yeah.
They can't.
Yeah.
So what they did in the past, and they talked about liability, they gotta get a volunteer, and then if they get bit, that I went over and fed them before. When they're going on vacation, I go do it, and my wife does it. You know, I can't pay her because it's nepotism. I can't pay her to do that, and she's such a soft heart. She would go make sure they were taken care of, so I'm a full-time position,
Yeah.
so they can take care of them 7 days a
So
week.
is this would it have to be a trade position then? Trained position?
They would be a special deputy, 40 hours where they can write tickets to people.
Oh.
It's a 40-hour course they gotta go through, and they gotta keep up on their training in that regard, but they gotta at least go through that so they can write tickets to people. So I had a couple people ask me about it, they go, but I don't want to do it part-time, I want to do it full-time.
Okay, now I have a weird question. Are you
Yes.
ready for my weird
I
question?
expect that from you.
Oh, good, thank you. So what happens if it's like an exotic animal? Do they take care
They
of
still
that?
take them.
Really?
Justin can tell you about an exotic animal in Monterey that the Monterey guy called me about, the president over there, not an exotic animal, but a raccoon. I know what to tell him.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he couldn't shoot a gun in town. I won't tell you how he took care of it, but it was, it was quite a story.
It was a rabbit raccoon.
Oh,
He
yeah.
couldn't shoot a gun in town, yet we would take it and we would dispose of it.
Yeah.
I didn't have anybody to take care of it, you know, because we've got, you know, I've got all the equipment sitting in my office. We've got scanners for the dogs. We, like I said, we have a vehicle set aside for them. We have all the catching equipment and everything. It's just sitting there waiting for the
Just have
position to
a
be
person.
filled. I don't expect anything tonight. I just want to come explain everything to you. Just have, Winamac and they're able to go to. But I want to put it out there and answer all your questions if you have. Tom, as I presented, Tom, let's go ahead and come to the county council meeting or commissioners meeting. I said, I guess I need to see how much we're gonna pay these people and see what's gonna take. And Carrie and I thought about 60,000 with, you know, with the wages and the benefits that go along with it. So,
That would be good.
that's what we figured.
Yeah.
And, you know, it depends on when it starts. You know, I might be able to get it going maybe after they approve it, because they have to approve it. You know, the commissioners, you know how it works. They're the rules, the guidelines, and they're the money. So they gotta approve my money to be able to do it. I think I could fund it until the end of the year. Carrie and I thought that January I would need full funding for that position. So,
How easy will it be to fill that
I've
position?
had 3 people ask me.
Oh, really?
I one asked me again today. I said,
Okay.
I'm just in the process right now. So one of the former ones that work part-time actually wants to do it too. So
Oh, good, okay.
I have several people waiting in line, so that's a
Well,
good
that's
problem to
good,
have.
yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
You're saying about a $60,000 salary, you're saying 60, that's health insurance, benefits, and salary.
Because the jailer,
Included.
correctional officer's low 40s, something like that. You know, and I'm not
So the
considering.
full package would be 60,000?
That's what Carrie thought, 60, around 60. 60,
Okay.
I don't know, it'd be 65, I'm not sure. That's what we kind of thought. Yeah, because health insurance, the vehicle, I'm not considering that because that's already in our budget anyway. We're not, I already had a vehicle set aside for it.
So would they take the vehicle home then, like
They
the
would take it
officers
home.
do?
Yep, they're not driving off duty. I make them just.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not full use. It's if they take it home, because sometimes they get called at midnight, you know, and I don't want to have to drive to the sheriff's department, pick up a vehicle and go get a dog or a cat or whatever. This happened or a Saturday or Sunday, and then they gotta drive in and get it and go. So I
So if an animal's injured on the road, they're the ones that go and get the injured animal?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And like I said, Doug Lee's handle, I just counted in here 6 or 7 calls, you know, in the last 12
Yeah.
months, 14 months, so.
Yeah, because we've had a few people ask, if we see
Today.
a stray animal, or there was a raccoon last week, someone called
They would
me,
come get it.
and I said, I don't think we have animal control, so I'm not really sure what to tell you.
They
Let
would
me-
alleviate that.
Yeah, so I called Doug, and he, the homeowner, took care of it. Again, don't want
And
to
I
say
hate
how,
to be able to do
but,
that. I think it's a service we should provide.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
AJ knows this. I just feel bad.
yes.
I had to have that position, and, you know, children are my first, my first love. You know, animals are second.
Yes.
You know, I had to get that position taken care of, and it's worked out extremely well. He knows this. So I want to get these animals taken care of. I hate it when I see one hit on the road,
Yes.
especially if we got a call on the darn things, you know. And aggressive animals, which most of them are, PAC won't take them. And it's not their fault. They
Yeah,
just
that's
don't care.
understandable, yeah.
So I just feel like I'm doing a disservice to the people. So 500 calls in 15 months? These deputies are
For
being
this-
ran ragged.
Yeah, for this small of a county.
I've taken them before. You know, I take 2 or 3 calls a month for them, and I just don't know where to take the animals. So anyways, food for thought. I don't expect an answer tonight, but if you could, August is my meeting with these guys, if you could help me out. AJ, you have anything to add? No? Okay.
One thought I had, I don't know, is this out of turn if I say something? That if 80% of the calls are on Winnemac,
That's the Winmac address.
will you be able to get that 80% of the funding from that direction?
No. He did run a pretty good sized number though, Brad did, so it depends how Winamac receives it, I don't know. But that's a Winamac address, it could be out in the county. I'm not just saying Winamac PD's handling them, we're still handling the calls, but it could be 400 west with a Winamac address, it could be 500 south, it just.
But not West Central.
I think Winnemac is all the way to 700 west.
Exactly, you can look at the calls where probably the address is here, so, yeah.
So from there all the way to the other side.
See, here's one at 16, 131 west, 500 south. That's not in the town of Francesville, but it's close. So
Yeah.
we're just going by what the addresses are, how we pull them up.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
don't get the wrong idea, they're not all in town,
Yeah,
but they're in the area.
Yeah.
So I just wanted the towns to have some skin in the game, and hey, if you could help us out, it would help me out, and then I could go to the council and say, all the towns have been very receptive to this, and they want to help. Was the reason why I wanted to come and ask you guys.
no, that's a really great idea. I'm glad something's being done, because that's been a huge issue for town.
It has
That's
been.
like our big thing is stray cats.
We get
Possums literally, someone sent me a video last night, actually, my friend. There was a raccoon on Blue Line Agency's front step, and it was like 8:30 at night. It's like, why are they in town? There's no.
And possums.
Yeah, so,
Took possums from all over town.
Yeah.
Raccoons, buzzing high.
yeah.
And rabbits. I've had some complaints about rabbits.
Those
Yeah,
are, those,
my first call
Yeah,
was
those
DNR,
are
DNR had
I know.
available. They're usually up on the lake in the summertime. And I'm not picking on them, they just don't have anybody
Yeah.
available to handle it.
yeah,
So, and we called them that call in Monterey, they go, "Psst, there's no money around. They're 3 hours away, well, I'm gonna go handle a raccoon, so.
yeah. No, I,
Just think it over, if you could let me know sometime in July or August what you're thinking, something, I can take it to them and say, okay, this town's doing this much, this town's this much, and this town's this much, so. That's my spiel.
okay. All right.
I thank you for your time.
Great, thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right, now, AJ, it's your turn.
Well, last month we had a total of 9 calls. We had 6 medical calls. We had 1 accident. We had 1 fire. And then we had also 1 fire to help mutual aid from Madeiryville. We've been having the station rented out, the back half, for the last couple weekends for all the graduations. And so appreciate the town guys kind of helping move some trucks. Takes some time, but keeps me from having to do it, so I appreciate that. And then, only other thing I was kind of thinking is, we've got all this dry weather and stuff, hot, and I know I saw a few people burning in town, and I think it would be good to put on your Facebook page, be mindful, don't burn when it's dry.
That's a very great idea.
So they're not supposed to be burned as well.
Yeah, they're not supposed to be burning in town, are they?
In a fire
Except for a
pit.
fire pit.
Yeah,
Oh.
fire, if it has to be a certain size.
Oh, is that well, 18 inches, which I
Yeah.
think is ridiculous.
But I know there's a few fires I think were excessive of that, so I think it'd be good to put that in your Facebook and just remind people. It's hot and dry, don't take much,
Windy.
Yeah.
It's always windy.
so
That's what my aunt always did. She waited until it was windy and then she'd start burning a fire.
that's a good idea.
She was really good.
So,
We
that's
have
all,
a fire
that's all I
department in our
have.
house a lot. All right.
Did Doug get a log sheet of what he did around?
He did not really,
No.
Okay.
So we won't go there. But I did see, who's our deputy? I saw him around.
Yeah, he's coming this week.
Yeah. Does he drive our truck? Bob, he drives ours, or whatever we have.
Yeah.
Okay, how about the water and the sewer
Okay,
and the streets?
water plant, making progress, like Ken said, 50%, but, I'd assume the easy part's about done. A lot of electrical yet to do, water lines and whatnot.
So when will it be?
Looking, still on course for the end of August,
Oh.
wrapping out. Obviously, they would've started sooner, but rain, and now we got none, so we couldn't get the whole pit of the roof. So that slowed us by 3 weeks. So that covers water pretty much. Working on putting in new meter pits for the ones like Joe Lynn, Gary Keady, Danny Fletter. Theirs are gonna be right, of course, because they're in the roads themselves. So we're trying to get all that done before they start roads.
Her is in the road?
Well, hers is at the side of the road.
Okay.
Gary's at the side of the road, so when they pave that road, they're gonna pave them and just come right through. But now Denny's is actually right at the edge of the road, which is the towns, that'll be on the town.
Okay.
Because it always never fails after we put in a road, we gotta dig it up for whatever reason. We're gonna, hopefully that don't happen. Streets, the new street sweeper showed up today.
Yay.
So it's here, we just have to do a couple modifications to get it rolling. They filled all the potholes in town today. So thanks Gary Kruger and his crew, great guys, by the way. There's a few that we'll have to do, but other than that. Sewer, liftgate stations all were clean today. Everything went well. That's Tanner comes over from FJF. They pressure wash them all out, degrease everything. They meter test everything, so everything was good. Back to streets though, as we all know, at the corner at the Christian church, after it rains, that stays flooded for days. And in the winter, it becomes a hazard. So we got with Indiana Spray Foam to see what it costs to have those 2 sections of concrete lifted. $32,000 is what they want to have those 2 sections of concrete lifted. Which,
Now, can they guarantee that 185 trucks a day,
well,
80, 90,000 aren't gonna break it apart?
yes, pretty much.
They guarantee that?
No, I didn't get that far. But I mean, it was we explained to him everything and the reason it's there because of the amount of traffic. But we don't have half the traffic there now that was originally planned, correct? As far as truck traffic through there?
And probably, well, harvest time is about 90 a day
90 a day.
for about 4 weeks,
So,
plus the normal traffic.
I looked into a little bit of it today. We could actually, I'm gonna get with Town and Country when they're here, see where we're at with funding. But that concrete can actually be shaved. Asphalt we put in there, but it's a special kind of asphalt, just to get that 3-inch lift. We only need a 3-inch lift all the way across, 16 feet by, 12 inches, maybe. I mean, I don't have the machine to actually do the measuring. So that's what my next step was gonna be, to see what they can do.
So why was it cement, not asphalt to start with? Do they think it would last longer? Is that it?
But the trucks turn,
Oh,
and
okay.
they start peeling when it gets 80, 90 degrees outside,
Oh, I
they
see.
start peeling, yeah, so over the years it broke up.
Okay.
So they went with concrete. And that lasts a whole lot.
Yeah, that's been done a long time ago.
So yeah, as far as whether it would, I explained to them what, as far as the reason it was done that way, but I figure we'll go look at other avenues for probably a lot less money.
I just really, knowing that the highways, with the heavy truck traffic, they're cupped and cracking and breaking and stuff, and so I would think with foam being in there, not being a solid product.
Yeah, and what in order to do the foam, they'd have to go underneath that, and I forget exactly what he called it, to make that 100 times stronger than it actually is before they even put the foam to lift that concrete. So, but I'm like, I couldn't believe the price.
No.
So that's basically all I have for now.
Okay.
Is there no way to put a tile in there to drain that?
The closest tile would be to go the next block north. So yeah, it could be done. And I guess that's, we can honestly get with, Chris and see what their cost would be. But technically that makes sense to do that as well. But that was the closest tile, is 1 block north on the east side. Is where we can tie into that. Or you can go south down to HTC on the
West side.
west side,
The pole.
which takes a lot of water now when it rains hard.
Mm-hmm.
So that's an option as well.
And then you have that concrete, when it's kind of like, when they poured it, it's going west, and then it's kind of raising, and then the asphalt's about that much lower on the east side, and the puddle's right there, about what, 12 foot by 4 foot.
Yeah.
Just sits there until it finally evaporates.
My grandson will be sad, he loves that puddle.
Yeah. So it's not something we're just sweeping under the rug, we're looking at different ways, so. So,
Okay, anything else? All right, so let's go to
Did you want anything for the
treasurer. Huh?
Anything for the park? that you-
Oh, park.
we covered the park.
There's, yeah, Morgan hasn't emailed or we haven't heard from Mike or anything about the updates for the lights or the fencing.
Yeah.
I told Brad to, take us out of the middle, deal with Kevin,
Direct.
so that there's, so that if there is any issue still with the lights, I'm not talking to him, to talk to him.
Mhm.
So, and Brad said he'd take care of it.
Okay, do you have anything, Gary?
Yeah, so the next phase in our water rate increases start July 1st. So it's already in the works with Keystone and all that stuff, so that is going to happen on your next water bill. So just, everyone, it's not me, remember?
It's not you.
And then we need to pick a date that we can get together here pretty soon.
How soon?
I would like to do it soon.
Within the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
For the budget?
For the budget
I'm assuming
and
so.
the pay and all that stuff, because it's gotta be done by June, so I would like to get it done sooner rather than later.
I'm free Monday, Tuesdays, and Fridays.
I
Do we
can
need to
say
set
for
that
sure,
now?
I'm in the field. I
Do we need
can
to
say
set
from
that
the field
now?
to here.
Julie, do we need to set that now?
Usually you did it in August.
Well, no, we usually meet to discuss it in June or July. And then
Like for me, it doesn't
finalize-
have to be done till August, but
Yeah.
I have to get with you guys and know what you guys want done. Then I have to talk to Amber and through Baker Tilly, and there's more steps than
Yeah.
just.
Does the time of day work better for you?
So,
I started at 5 in the morning.
Well, let's not do that early.
I'm not up for that either.
You're probably up anyway at
I
5.
am right now, yes.
Probably in about 3 weeks I can be a little bit more free, but right now.
Like the end of June?
You mean you, Tom? You'll be free in 3 weeks?
Probably in 3 weeks, yeah.
Is 3 weeks soon enough for
it's
you?
fine, I just wanna set down a day so I can
Okay.
have it
You're
set.
saying like this week of June?
1, 2, 3, like the 22nd
Anytime this week would probably be fine.
Okay, you said Mondays or
Yeah.
Tuesdays?
of what week?
The 22nd.
Okay. Not Mondays. Tuesday, that week is the only one I have.
Well, let's do Tuesday, the 23rd.
Okay, at what time? Oopsie.
You wanna do like 10?
Sure.
10 on Tuesday. Okay.
Thank you. I like to have things scheduled, so.
Got it.
That's all I needed. Everything else is all up there for you guys.
Okay. And save. There it is. Okay, old business. No, we already did set the date, never mind. Old business. The lock is very nice. Did you put it in?
Buzz did, yeah.
And I saw that there was a second one purchased. Where did that one go?
Nowhere yet,
Okay.
waiting for that one to break.
Well, it worked perfect.
Did you get it in?
Yes, I punched it in and it opened right away and I didn't have problems like I had in the
That's
back.
why I asked.
Yes. I still can't get in back there. Do you have to punch in the number and then do something else?
No, you just gotta push on the door a little harder. You gotta push on it a little bit because there's a lot of pressure on the pin.
Okay, you say so. I thought I was smarter than a door, but I guess not. Okay, the other thing is, we talked last month about signage to let people know where the town hall was, and I tried to get a hold of, well, I got a hold of Ozone and they don't do it. And then I got a hold of the one in Maderryville.
Back.
Yeah, and they could do it, and they sent me a, do you have that?
I couldn't get it
It's
to
on my
load
computer.
on my phone. I could not get it to load
Oh, well, let
through
me
your
get,
email.
well, let me see if I can find it. I wish I would have done that before.
I did get it to load, I mean, not here, I can't get it to load. I don't think a lot of that pertains to us. I don't know if they didn't understand what you
I thought,
relayed.
why, what do you think didn't pertain to us?
They put like, oh, I can't think of, there was 2 or 3 things on the board that we don't have.
Well, they had a sign that would be out on the highway that would point to the park and the town hall. And then there would have to be one down here that pointed to the park, and then something on the glass of the door. I thought that's what the 3 things they had on there.
Oh, then maybe I'm not, maybe I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I didn't realize it was more than one sign. I thought it was one sign.
No, I mean, not the way I was thinking. I wanted, personally, I wanted one at the highway to say that our town hall was down here. Then I wanted one at the 4-way stop so that they knew that the park was that way. And then one on the door to say when they got here, here it is.
So their quote was for that many signs?
That's what I asked for, yes.
Okay.
Yes. That is what I asked for.
I'll just have to-
Maybe they said it. I thought they said email, but I don't have it. Okay, I guess we're gonna table that until I find the stupid thing. I guess I'm not as prepared as I should be. Shoot. Did I send it to you or you don't remember?
You did, but it's on my computer and I.
Oh,
And I can't get anything to load if I click on it.
no, I don't know where it is now. All right, we'll just do it later. We'll do it next meeting. We'll do it next meeting. I hate that. Oh well. All right. Well, okay, any other old business? Anyone?
I don't have any old business now.
And it doesn't look like, do we have any new business?
I do, yes.
Okay.
On the lawn of the park, right by the, right along Bill Street, there are 2 dead trees, and then there is a dead tree right next to the Francesville Park sign. I don't think it's super urgent because they've been dead a couple years, but I just wanted to note that they really need taken care of because they are dead.
Are you sure they're dead?
Yes, they really are dead. It's June, they would be alive if they were.
She knows that tree she's got.
I do.
Because she's got it in her yard, that's right.
Well, the reason I asked,
Your phone has
Oh, I thought you were making a joke.
no,
Oh.
it's kind we thought his was dead, and we thought one of Kathy,
So mine has a chance of coming back to life.
no. I'm gonna see you down there when you're on vacation, fix that problem. But they actually, like 2 weeks ago, just pooped, they got
Okay,
leaves.
okay.
So either you double check or I'll double check.
Okay, okay.
So what did you say there,
There's
3?
three, yeah, there's two along the walking path, right butting up to Bill Street, and then there's one that's right next to
Because I
the
kinda thought we
park
were
sign.
staying on top of them.
So do you cut them down or do you?
They're small,
If they're small.
Oh, okay.
they're not that big. So I just wanted to bring it up, so you guys can check
Yeah.
it. I'll show you.
Tomorrow.
I thought AJ did a good job with those trees that are,
Mhm.
Yeah.
looks really
Looks
nice.
different.
Yeah, it looks nice.
It looks different.
It's open,
You don't think it looks nice?
I don't know. Looks different.
Okay.
and then in that same token, I would like to look into getting a couple more trees planted either in that area or somewhere else at the park, because we've cut down a lot at the park. That's just my opinion.
Can I comment?
Yes?
I discussed the trees that were cut down with Max. And Max has the same opinion as I do. All the trees inside that park need to be pruned. There's some really unsafe trees in there. So before we go spending money on trees, we need to get with a
Maintain
tree
the ones
company that
that are
knows how to prune trees the correct way.
Yeah, that one that's by the bumblebee seems to be dropping
Mm-hmm.
branches a lot.
So if I could get with a company and check into that before we,
Okay. Well, would you please do that for us?
and I guess it's not, I mean, what do we have for tree cutting as of now?
Would that be a responsibility of the park board or our responsibility?
That's our responsibility.
Okay,
My opinion. I mean, I'm talking out of turn, but
okay.
They don't have a budget, you guys own your budget, so.
Yeah, it's okay. 6 of one, half dozen of the other.
I just know it was maybe a month ago on the news, there was a child killed because a limb
Oh.
come out of a tree in a city park.
No,
And we had a company come over that was giving us quotes on trees, and when he walked through that park last year with me, he said, I don't know who did these trees years ago, but these need fixed. So,
and where would the company, where is the company that does that?
all kinds of tree
Oh,
companies
really?
do, but it's finding
Doing
one
it
that
the right
knows
way.
the right way.
Oh, okay.
So they
Just
don't-
like pruning trees, there's a right way and a wrong way.
That was my only thing
Okay.
right now.
Anybody else? Anybody have anything they wanted to add? No? No? Okay.
I'm good. I will make a motion, we accept claims.
I will second.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Last one.
I will make a motion, we adjourn at 7:25.
All right.
Second.
Okay, do I need to do that? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.